myself. So yeah, this is one of the entrances to the
trail.
trail, and then this is all like parkland. I'm going to show you one really fancy house as we drive past. Like, I always think it's an interesting house.
It'll be nice to live in places like this, but the problem is like shops will be really far, right? You can't just walk to a store.
Yeah, not too far. I'll show you as we come around so I'll show you how close I am to the road. So actually where I am, not too bad. Westridge. Yeah, so this is a nice neighborhood back in here called Hamilton Lakes. Starmount and Hamilton Lakes. Starmount are connected to that golf course. And then Hamilton Lakes is more connected to the lake that is over here, which you can't really see yet, but you're gonna see up here. So yeah, here you'll get a good shot of the lake.
Okay, and that's the lake.
So you see, there's the lake.
Oh,
so
nice.
I walk around this lake. I walk on this trail right here a lot. Me and my wife will be walking the dog here a lot around this lake. So we live on the other side of this lake.
Okay.
And this is the house I wanted to show you right here on this corner. Like, this is crazy glass house that these people built recently. You see it?
Very Los Angeles.
Modern kind of house.
Yeah.
You probably think that of my house too, but it's not quite that big. That one's a little bigger. So I sometimes walk up this way and down that street. So I'm just around the corner here, and I'm very close to this lake. It was funny that I went the wrong way on Henderson. I was like, I know Henderson, because Henderson's very close to my house. So this area is, so this is Montpelier and Henderson, where they meet. And so I'm going to show you where my house is. So I live right up the street here.
Okay.
So this is my neighbor. And this is all their junk. So this is my house right here.
This white one.
Yeah.
Okay. That's your another car?
Yeah, that's my wife's car.
Okay.
Older car, but so 5,000 Manning, yeah.
Hey, nice. Yes, multiple entryway, right?
Yeah, and I have the little atrium kitchen.
Yeah, you get that one. Nice.
So that's my house, yeah. This is Manning. I used to live 2 blocks here. I'll take you that way and we'll go back. Should we go back that way or should we go back that way? We've got a few minutes. We've got time. So I'll tell you, I moved. I'll go around the block. I'll show you. I moved from the house 2 blocks this way. I'll give you a tour of the neighborhood. So when I moved here, Guilford College is very close to here, just about a half mile that way. And when I first moved here, and I still own this house, I rent it. So I have a renter in there right now. I still have to pay mortgage on this house. Otherwise, if it was empty, I would have had you stay here. Would have been much easier. It could have.
Yeah.
So I moved on this street. This is Ellenwood. When I first moved here, I moved on this street, and I owned this house. Not this one, but the one next to it.
The white one? Or not? The
this
brick
one
one?
with the
red door?
Yeah, no, this one right here.
Okay.
The one with the garage behind. So I put
Okay.
up the basketball hoop there myself. 5004. Put in the cable, looks like. So yeah, I lived there for 10 years actually in that house.
Okay.
And then we used to walk our dog down this street to go. So the lake is going to be back down here. So we used to walk around the block and go down here to the lake. And you'll see I did a loop around. So this is my house straight ahead pretty much. And we were walking our dog one day and realized that this house was for sale. So this is Manning. So this is my house here. And we decided to move. So we moved over here. I'm gonna go this way.
You've been there for how many years? How long?
2.5 now. So I've been in the neighborhood for since 2011. So what, 12 years? When I first moved here, I moved in that other house I showed you, the 5004. And then this is the way I go to school in the morning. Usually I come down here and go this way. So when I've been leaving, when I came to get you, I came from here. This guy's a university UNCG professor who lives in this house back here. I think my former provost lives over here somewhere. I think she's one of these houses. Maybe this one. I can't remember which one she is. Amazon trucks. Delivering stuff. So I'm not far from, you know,
From
where things are. Like, so this is Friendly Avenue. And so,
nice.
like, Guilford College is this way a little ways. And then this way we're going to pass by that Whole Foods and the Friendly Center, that shopping center, is this way.
There's a church, right?
Yeah,
just passed
church.
it.
This is a Greek Orthodox church here too. There's 2 churches, and then there's churches everywhere around here. So some of those trails that I was showing you down there, they pop up out of these woods here, back in here. These trails pop up right here, and you can get on those trails there. And then there's a fire station that's right here. So it's our local fire station that's close by. So this is pretty much the way I go to work in the morning. It's just go down Friendly Avenue, and some of this we drove on. Like when I met you, we'll pass where we went to dinner the other night.
Yeah.
It's this
You
way,
entered.
pass close by it. We drove down this road the other day when we were coming back from Winston. I think we were on this road with Dr. Mishra and everyone.
It was just dark back that time, right?
Yeah,
probably wouldn't know. Okay.
So these lots of neighborhoods, lots of churches. Everywhere, churches.
Yeah, I see a lot of churches, but like these aren't like huge churches, like lots of small churches. In our place we have one huge church which takes care of the entire locality.
Right.
When you visit, I'll show you. We have lots of churches.
So we were on Holden earlier when we came. So right up here, we're like on where those buildings are.
Up ahead, yeah.
Is a major shopping center. So you have grocery store, movie theater, 2 grocery stores actually, a couple of different restaurants. There's also a smaller one the other direction. So where I'm living, there's both directions. There's that kind of, stores and things that you could go to get food or whatever.
Yeah, that's a Lutheran church. Nice. So that's
Lots
like a
of
mall,
churches.
no? So like a huge mall.
Yeah, I mean, it's called Friendly Center. So like where that car's coming out over there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through this light. Where that car just came out is the entrance to this. So see, there's these shops over here that have different stuff. So it's called Friendly Center.
Okay.
Kind of a commercial area. And where we ate dinner the other night is a couple blocks up here to the left. So not too far. That you might be able to see actually the O. Henry Hotel from Friendly. We were in the Green Valley Grill, which is in the O. Henry Hotel. And then, there's a Sears and a Whole Foods, although Sears might be closed now. Bank.
It's closed.
Stuff like that, that's all here.
Sears.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A. I heard they don't open on Sundays, right? Was it Chick-fil-A? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is Chick-fil-A got a lot of
Controversy.
Yeah, back in the day, or back a few years ago, because their owner is like born again Christian and anti-gay.
Yeah. Anti-abortion and all.
Yeah. So we ate down so this is Green Valley Road right here. So just like the O. Henry Hotel is down there a little ways.
Okay.
You can see the top of it, the brick building, kind of. It's a little hard to see from here. And then we have this hospital system that's all here too. So Cone Hospital. This is all Cone Hospital area back that way. And then on the other side of that is where my son goes to high school. So Grimsley High School, the one high school I was telling you about. Another church. There's churches everywhere in Greensboro. You see lots of churches. There's going to be another one up here. And then there's going to be another one as we turn. Probably past 5 churches by the time. Here's one right here. That's a Quaker church there.
Okay. I heard like there's some stereotype that any place which has more African American people has more churches. Is it kind of true?
Yeah, maybe.
Because they tend to be more religious than other groups.
Yeah, I mean, in this city, as you've probably noticed, so the population of African Americans in the U.S. is about 13% of the population. Total U.S. But here, I don't know exactly what it is, but I want to say it's probably 30 or 40% African American.
Okay.
So it's much higher than it would be. So here's another Presbyterian church.
Okay.
Much higher than it would be in other parts of the country are much less, and some places are of course less than 13%. But the South tended to, I mean, a lot of people came back, a lot of people left the South after the Civil War, but then some people returned. A lot of African Americans left and went north, and now we're back at UNCG, and this is the back of UNCG. We have a little golf course here too, practice course. Really, it's not really a course, but that's Coleman Gym over there, and this is we're coming from a different direction, but like my building is this building right here. So you've been in. This is the middle college, right where we were this morning.
Okay. This is the other side. Okay.
Yeah, the back side of it.
The back side.
So you'll recognize as I go this way.
So we basically took a huge round. Right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, you got a little bit of a tour. And we're back in perfect time because it's 2:15.
Yeah.
We gotta walk over there, so I'll just park and we'll walk. I don't need to go back up to my office. So remember in Daniel's class, I said this church right here, College Park, committed suicide. Recently had a funeral in this church. It's the only time I've ever been inside the church, to be honest.
Okay.
And they were so I knew her son as Isaac.
Yeah.
But he was transitioning to become a woman. And so he was going by Letty. He had changed his name. So anyway, so there's your, the UNCG sign there too.
I think that's
you've been here before.
Okay, we should have taken a photo there. That was like a huge
written. Do that. Yeah,
do it.
Do it there. And there's also another one on the other side of campus, so we can find one of those to do some pictures.
Was this the library?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
white one.
You're starting to learn your way around. I'm gonna go back in here and back on campus again.
Please press 4 ticket. Please drive inside.
think I'll even record this multi-level parking. We don't have it in our place.
That's funny. You're gonna have a long recording.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, in India now, I've noticed they do these.
Yeah, they do this in huge cities, in big cities, Mumbai and Delhi. They have this.
Yeah, and they also do the ones where they drive in and you go on the conveyor belt. It goes down and parks your car, moves it around and puts it in different places. I've seen some of those. I think it was in Mumbai.
Okay,
They had one of those.
I didn't know that.
And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, so they like can stack the cars. You know what I mean? They can just slide them around and move in the next one and the next one and the next one. It's crazy. Man, it's crowded too. Sometimes when you come at this time of day, we may be parking on the very top because nobody wants to park on the top. There's one spot. I don't like parking on these slanted ones either, though. So I'm on the 3rd floor. We go up to 4. But you see, 3rd floor here is up on the top of the hill, so they can come in this way too. So I came in that way with you guys once. That might be Bugatti.
Bukhari.
Is it?
That's the Bukhari's car.
Is it?
Maybe.
It looks like it. There's lots of spots here. Good. Somebody took my spot. Perfect timing because I think we just have to go over to Brian. I guess I could go there.
Yeah,
Should I
you
go
can
there?
slide here.
All right, I'll stay here. That's fine. That's a good idea. I'm so used to parking on the other side.